Well, good morning, everybody. We're on live here on this Monday. Welcome to our Power Up. It is Monday, August the 29th. Hard to believe the end of the month is here, and we've made it. And I don't know if there's much cause for rejoicing because with the end of August, because that means September comes and that kind of kicks off the fall months. So I don't know if the enthusiasm is there just yet for September to come, because fall's coming, which means winter's coming as well. But it's been a great summer. Hope you've had a great summer as well. Been a great month of August, and the Lord has done some exciting work, that is for sure. As we get into things, if you'd like to go with me to Proverbs chapter 29, while you're joining me there, let me just thank you for your prayers over the weekend. We had a great time in Greenbush on Saturday and had a steady stream of young people and families coming through. And the church out there got many new connections into the community. And so you continue to pray for them as they follow up with these young families. And then also as they're beginning, rebooting their Sunday school next week. And so we want to be in prayer for that as well, and pray that those young people would be back from the carnival and join them for Sunday school. That's exciting, exciting to be a part of. And then we had a great day in church yesterday. Had a missionary last night, and he was an exciting missionary. It was great to meet him and to see his burden for the people of Mongolia, and that was exciting to learn of his ministry there. And then I want to thank all of you for your prayers over the weekend. As many of you know, my grandma, May Nieder, passed away on this past Thursday. And so we've been organizing and getting ready for her memorial service, which is today. And so I ask for your prayers for that service later today, and appreciate your prayers so far. They've been much needed, and we're so thankful for them. All right, here we go. Proverbs chapter 29. Join me, verse number 14. Proverbs 29, verse number 14. The Bible says, "The king that faithfully judgeth the poor, his throne shall be established forever." And you look at, once again, this call to leadership, faithfully judging in the leadership there, and you think about the reward of faithfully judging is that his throne shall be established forever. Meaning, hey, he won't be forgotten, and meaning that as we consider this, that he will leave a legacy of righteous ruling, of faithfully judging, that will be remembered. Listen, there are some in history that are remembered in a negative light for their evil deeds, but we remember those that ruled righteously, that ruled faithfully. We remember those leaders. I think of even back to, and this isn't too far back, I guess, but you consider some of the heroes of America. You've got individuals like George Washington. That's who we look to. He ruled faithfully and judged faithfully. You look to other famous presidents, Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, probably some of the most famous presidents that we had. And why is that? Because they faithfully judged, faithfully ruled. And we remember those individuals. And so let me encourage you. I don't know if you'll ever fulfill the role of king or president or whatever, but I will say this: in your house, as you lead as mom, as dad, as husband and wife, hey, how you lead will be remembered. And how do you want to be remembered by your family, by your children, by your grandchildren? Hey, in the church, how do you want to be remembered as a Sunday school teacher, or here at Calvary as a rock worker? And so faithfully judge, faithfully serve, and administer the gospel. Now, look at verse number 15. "The rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame. Uh, and so, listen, let me share this with you. Parenting is no easy chore. And we read in scripture how to faithfully parent. And we want to give wisdom and impart wisdom to our young people. And this is something that, man, we all grow in. We never perfect, but we're always striving to learn and grow. And I am not a perfect dad by any stretch of the means, not even close to it. And I'll admit, my wife would admit, not the perfect mom either. We're not perfect parents. But we strive to grow and we strive to make improvements in our parenting style based upon the Bible. And not that we get it right 100% of the time, but the Bible gives us clues at how to do it. It says the rod and reproof give wisdom. Now here's let me share this thought with you. There's got to be a balance in regards to parenting, whether you're parenting your children or maybe you're a grandparent, and you care for your grandchildren. I don't know what the connection might be, but there has got to be a balance between the rod and reproof. There are people that emphasize the rod, okay, and punishment and all of that, and punishment is needed in the correcting process and the parenting process. Young people need to learn that there are consequences to their action, okay. And so, but if we're not careful, man, we pour all of our efforts into the rod aspect of things, and that's not healthy for the parent. It's not healthy for the child. It's not healthy for the parent-child relationship. And so, along with that rod, there has to be some reproof. Here's what reproof is. Reproof would be the teaching, would be telling somebody when they are doing wrong and then teaching them how to do right, how to respond right. And so, man, the rod, it's got to happen. Okay. That's not the fun part of it, but reproof happens as well as we curb and mold the young person's heart, and we go from the reproof aspect of showing them what they have done wrong into teaching them and how to respond and do things rightly. And so there's got to be that healthy balance in the child rearing process. And like I said, hey, I'm not perfect. I don't get it right all the time, but I'm always trying to get better as a parent, and I hope that you are as well. And then you see here, it says, but a child left himself bringeth his mother to shame. And how sad it is as you see young people, children, teenagers neglected by mom and dad, and they're just allowed to go and do whatever. Yeah, and oftentimes, many times, that child will bring his mother to shame. And you look at maybe the society that we're in today. Look at the rioting and those types of things. Young people left to themselves, young people that were never taught, never trained, and man, they are a drain on society, if you will, as they have no respect or regard for authority, and they think everything's about them, and the world is there to help them and be for them. Whereas that's not the way it is. We've been created to be a blessing to others. And so our society's kind of gotten that a little bit backwards. Okay, let's look at verse number 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth. Obviously, when the wicked are multiplied, obviously transgressions increase as well. And you see that in our world today, as wicked has become promoted and as wickedness has become the norm. You consider what we're seeing in America today in regards to gender, in regards to what kids are learning in school, and the list goes on. Okay, wickedness is being promoted, and when wickedness is promoted, transgression follows, and that increases as well. You look at you look at the Hollywood industry, the movie television industry. What is being promoted? Evil, wickedness. We see it in regards to the disrespect for parents and maybe the TV sitcoms and so on. You see the drug use and sexual immorality being promoted and being celebrated in Hollywood. And it's no wonder our kids see that, adults see that, and man, that just becomes the norm. And man, the transgression, the sin increases as the wicked increase. It makes sense. But know this, Christian, don't ever lose hope. Remain faithful to the Lord. Don't give up. We see here, but the righteous shall see their fall. What does the Bible say about Moses and Egypt? He enjoyed the pleasures for how long? For a season. And know this, that judgment comes to all, and the wicked will be judged. The wicked will be brought to justice, whether it's in this life or we could say in eternity. They'll be judged for their evilness and their wickedness. And that shouldn't cause us to rejoice, but it should cause us to be a better witness for Jesus Christ. That's what it should cause us to do, because the wicked, if they're judged, if they're at the great white throne judgment, it is too late for their salvation. And they will be separated from God forever in a place called hell. And that should not bring joy to us at all. That should bring us to our knees to be praying for the lost, be praying for laborers, for God to send forth laborers into his harvest. And then we should be praying that God would give us opportunities to be a part of the labor crew and go out there and help bring that harvest in. That ought to be our desire. That ought to be our response. Okay, I'm gonna let you go on those notes there, and we'll pick up right here in the middle of chapter 29 tomorrow. I want to thank you so much for being on. Be sure to like, share, and comment. Those of you who are planning on being here for the memorial service, don't forget that's at noon. There is a viewing from 10 to noon with that service at noon with a luncheon to follow, and I encourage you to be here for that if you can. That'll be a blessing to the family, I'm sure. All right, let me give a couple shout outs, and then I'll let you go. Lynette, thank you so much for being on here today. Appreciate your faithfulness in watching. Cliff and Karen, thank you also for being on this morning. David, have a great day. Good morning to you. Brian and Cindy, good morning to you. Have a great day. Shirley, thank you so much for being on as well. Again, good morning. Bill, good morning to you. Thank you for being on. Lee, Angie, and the family, good morning to you. Have a great day. Thank you so much for your prayers. Ingrid, good morning. Love you. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. Charlie and Marcia, good morning to you as well. Have a great day. And thank you all so much for your prayers, and would appreciate your continued prayers as well. All right. Lord bless you all. Have a great day. Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow.